I thought it was quite good, actually, Philippa, myself. Diotior through. Next up, Chaos 2 against Razor.
Chaos 2 team, we know you're a phenomenal robot. Have you got any problems that we need to know about, though?
Yes, Razor. That's the problem.
Yes, exactly. You don't really want to be pitted against him.
Not really, no.
Because that's probably the only one that you're really weak against, isn't it?
Yeah, if we can get them in the jaw and get a good hold, then that could be it. So...
Very exciting.
Well, Simon Scott certainly seemed excited. George Francis in the Chaos 2 team there on the left has other problems. Has he had enough time to repair the punctured CO2 canister? Razor has that penetrating, honed steel edge to it. George Francis at the controls of Chaos 2.
1. Activate.
This, a real crunch. Two robots with a great deal of respect in the pits. Especially Razor for that claw weapon. And Chaos 2 nearly flipping Razor up. Chaos 2 can get up to 20 miles an hour. Is nippy, very manoeuvrable, and George Francis is one of the best controllers in the history of Robot Wars. But Razor already puncturing once again the CO2 gas canister in the main engine compartment of Chaos 2 has gone, and with it has the power of the weapon gone also. That is a mighty weapon. The beak of Razor, the squeeze ability. Is that a tattered ribbon on the side of Chaos 2? A tattered battle flag, a reminder of previous victories. Because that is all they'll be left with, I'm sure now. Memories of victories in the past. This is dead metal and the circular saw and the great scorpion-like pincers at the front. Now they have Chaos 2, and it is a matter of time. Ooh! That is a terrible scar. Well, he's a magnificent driver of a robot, is George Francis. He gets great advice from Ian Swan and young Richard in the team as well, but their future in the Robot Wars World Championship is limited to that. In the pit.
Cease.
Well, Chaos drives himself in the pit in a terrible suicide move. But have you ever seen such total chaos and metal mayhem? Razor goes through.
Well, it does a little victory dance of delight, Razor.
Well. We finally see what Razor can do.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it?
I have to say that, and everyone went very quiet for a long time.
Well, he nearly flipped us at one point. But George was going to, if George flipped us, he was going to ram us into the side or into the house robot, so we couldn't self-right.
Right.
He knows we can self-right. So
Right.
we really had to get him in the jaw and sort of try and disable it. It was a tough machine. He was still mobile.
Yeah.
But I think we did.
After all of that damage, I know, it's incredible.
The flipper, so that's the dangerous bit.
Where did it go through then?
All
Here?
over the place there, I think here, it's wrecked the, basically wrecked the pneumatics, so the flipper didn't work.
Where does all that gas come from?
It probably actually came out of the filling hose there.
Wow.
But without the flipper, I wasn't going to win, so I didn't like getting trashed, so I dived in the pit to keep
I know, it's the first time I've seen a robot commit suicide.
First time we've seen Philippa fiddling with the inside, perhaps trying to find Chaos 2's backbone. Didn't have any. They're out. Next up, Mortis against Behemoth.
Want to raise your area?
There you are, then.
There you go, Philippa.
What, you expect me to be impressed or something?
Sorry for that.
Let's go see the opposition. Hey, Behemoth team, what on earth are you doing? What are you still ferreting them for at this
We're
point?
just testing it. Make sure it works when we get in there. It's kind of important that it does when you're against Mortis.
Exactly. How do you feel up against Mortis? Do you think you can get
A
them?
little worried, but, well, they've got self-righters, so even if we do, it relies on the basis that hopefully they won't run.
Have you got the power to, for example, push them in the pit?
We've got the power to push them in the
but it's
pit.
just whether they stay still long enough.
Right.
They're pretty
Okay.
quick, so we're pretty slow.
Okay. All right, well, I wish you all the best, because you're going to need all the luck in the world, I think, with this one. It's a difficult one.
Thanks.
The Mortis boys look confident. Behemoth has that front scoop that could lift them up and over, don't forget. Mortis. against Behemoth,
Roboteers, stand by.
an all-English affair.
3, 2, 1.
Mighty tense. And a real heavyweight battle, this. Mortis with the hammer and also with the lifting arm, but there's the Behemoth scoop. Don't forget, that can lift up 300 pounds. Oh, and Mortis up and over and bracing itself first on the hammer blade. They look so cool. There's the arm also bracing Mortis. But they're being edged towards the pit and they'll need to move here quickly on its side. Goodness me, the Behemoth boys there nearly have Mortis in the pit. And they do now! What a surprise! Behemoth through and the Mortis confidence misplaced.
Well, Behemoth one step closer to the World Championship title. He throws Mortis in the pits and out of the competition.
And that's a major surprise, surely, for Rob Knight, the Mortis captain, in the pits with Philippa.
Very, very worried going in. I thought we were going to trash them. But we didn't.
But you must be fairly disappointed with Mortis on the whole, because even though you've ploughed so much time and effort and money into it, it hasn't performed.
It hasn't done as well as I would have hoped, I agree.
Why do you think that is? Is there one thing you change, or...?
I need to practice driving, I would say, definitely.
At any moment were you thinking, oh no, this isn't going to work, he's going to get me?
When the axe came in, it was, but it only just caught in there and jammed in between the gaps. So, and then as soon as they came in at front, we was front on front, and we just picked them up. And then over they went, and then just pushed them around the arena.
You can see it glazing over your eyes, the thought of winning the competition.
Well, beating Mortis is quite a triumph in its own, really.
It is. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Did Mortis beat itself with poor driving? Rob Knight thought so. Next up, Weldor against 101 and Super Bunny.
This Super Bunny has been with you for 9 years. And now what's going to happen to her?
She's gonna die.
You can't do that.
I'd say to get chopped in half.
Look. Who taped her down there, Amy? That one. That father there.
Yes.
You meanie.
I wanted to crucify it and nail it.
What's happened to the pair of you?
worried about
Is this
my
what
robot.
Robot Wars does to people?
Yeah.
You used to be charming when you first came in. Now you're horrible.
Ah, Phelim Lundy there on the left in the Weldor team. Be kind to Super Bunny. Please, says Amy. Weldor from Northern Ireland. And 101 from England. Oh, the Bunny's not there! There must have been a change of heart.
2.
There he is! Amy's got Super Bunny! The world's all right! Will 101 be? Weldor, just waiting to come in with those forklift raising prongs. Teetering and tottering, goodness me! That was brinkmanship from Weldor. And Phelim Lundy was very nearly out of the competition. Well, he likes his Gaelic football, and he was very nearly kicked into touch there. As 101 comes in with a big boot. Or is it a big boot? No real weaponry on 101. Now, you see, Weldor has those prongs to tantalisingly tease the tank tracks of 101. Just hoisting it up, trying to get some traction itself on the arena floor. 101 slams down. Phelim at the controls. Loves to play the drums, loves his triathlons. That hammer weapon's a little bit ineffective. A little bit like a